Do you know that the difference between a successful person and an unsuccessful person is how they think? Not about their ability, it's not about if they're more intelligent, it's not about that they have more resources or more money, but it comes from how they think. The most destructive thinking that I think it will affect your success is you limit yourself in what you can or cannot do. For example, when I was little, I thought that I couldn't be a business person. I couldn't be good at sales because for me, I see salespeople in the local markets. The way that they do it, very pushy, and I am not that type. And I don't think that I will be good if I choose to be pushy in sales like that. Or even I'm not good with calculating money. I'm generally a very generous person and not very calculating. And I enjoy having fun and having much freedom. So when I observe around me business people or normally people who do in sales, they have some common characteristics and they have some common characters and traits. And because I don't feel that I have those qualities, and I think to myself that I cannot be like that. And it turned out that I can still be successful in business and in sales without being like other people. Also, recently I signed up for the masterclass application, and I heard about speeches of different leaders and business owners, entrepreneurs, and then I realized that each of them had different style of leadership. And when thinking about leadership, I thought that maybe I don't have the qualities to be a good leader because I don't like managing people. And then looking back on what I feel natural to me, it's like I have the natural ability to influence people and to tell people what to do and direct people without manage them a lot. And that's one kind of leadership. And when thinking about leadership styles, I realized that there are like around 5 types of leadership. And if you think just one way of doing something, if you want to be successful, there's only one way, or you see a role model of success and that person have some qualities that it's just not like you, and then you think to yourself that okay, I don't have what it takes to be successful, or I don't have the same qualities like them, I cannot be successful like them. That is not a good thought. Every time you think about something, you need to evaluate your thoughts. If this thought can help you to achieve your goal, or is this thought that will limit you from achieving what you want? And also, even if you don't have some abilities or qualities or resources that you see in most successful people have, maybe you start asking yourself, is there any other ways? Is there any exceptions or any role models that they have different characteristics and qualities and they still be successful? For example, maybe you think that success only for extrovert people and you are an introvert, and therefore you think to yourself, okay, because I'm introvert, I don't communicate well, I can do public speaking, that's why I cannot be successful. And that is not a helpful thought where you not value yourself enough, that you think that because you don't have those qualities, that's why you cannot be successful. So I encourage you to look for examples that extroverts people can be successful, or people who doesn't push in sales can be the great salespeople, or people who do business but they don't do public speaking at all. So do you see yourself in those examples? Sometimes you need to defend your thoughts to lift you up without waiting for anyone to give you reassurance on what you can or cannot do. You need to be the person who believes in yourself the most, even you have self-doubts, even you don't think that you're that great enough. You still have that defense for yourself. You need to stand up for yourself using the opposite thinking, using opposite opinions on yourself, and see the difference when you change in the perspectives of how you think about yourself. When you look for reasons why you cannot be successful, you only see excuses, you only see reasons, you only see what you cannot do. But when you look for evidence, you look for signs, you look for proof that you are someone that deserves success, you are someone that have all the qualities and abilities it takes in order to be successful, then you start looking for more positive sides about yourself and start working on those strengths and those positive sides. Remember, when you have any limiting belief about yourself, just take a step back and thinking, it is a beneficial thought that you can create for yourself. What if a helpful and a useful thought look like and feel like? For example, you can say something opposite and create a new thought that will be helpful, that will lift you up, that make you move closer to your goals and all the dreams that you have for yourself. Combining with this, you need to have the very good understanding about yourself, about your weaknesses. If you have some weaknesses and you know for sure that this is your weakness, then find someone with the strength that you don't have and convince them or persuade them to be on your team. And that is how teamwork looks like. You don't need to be good at everything. Your job is to find people with different strengths, and they will help you to achieve what you want. For example, I'm in the business, but I'm very good at marketing and product and customer insights. However, I'm not good with numbers, and I don't like doing finance and other things. I still trying to learn finance and calculating and know more about those stuffs. However, it will be quicker for me to find someone who already have that strength, and they don't need a lot of time to develop like what I do. And therefore, I join a environment where I know that there's so many people that they are better than me in that area, and they can help me to make that goal happen and to put their strength in my weakness. So instead of sabotage yourself on what you cannot do, you can start looking for strengths on things that you can still be successful with those weaknesses, and try to solve the problem by thinking, how can I make this possible? How can I do this? Who can help me with this? And what qualities that I will develop in time. And that's how you get to where you are. You don't get to where you are because you keep sabotaging yourself, but you keep reassure yourself and find evidence that you can be successful and find resources and people that can help you. Thank you for listening to my podcast. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. And if you like this episode and like my podcast and want to hear more from me, just press the subscribe button or leave me a review in order for me to develop new episodes in the future. Thank you and see you again.